like most other programming languages, JavaScript gives us evaluators to compare expressions. We can see if data are less than, greater than, equal to, or some combination of those three. For this lesson, we'll be sticking with equality.
And equal to uses 3 equal signs, not 2.
Sort of. It can use either 3 equal signs or 2. But the 3 equal sign version is slightly safer. There's a link in the instructor's notes explaining the difference. Let's run through a simple if statement to check out the syntax and give evaluation a try.
Like if some condition is true, then do something. There's an if statement within the parentheses, and then if it evaluates to true, we perform whatever action comes between the curly braces. If the condition isn't equal to true, we can use an else statement to do something else. In that case, we simply use the keyword else, add another curly brace, and then an alternate set of commands that performs if this original condition isn't true. This syntax for if statements follows the same patterns as if statements in Python, but notice that we have to include our conditions in parentheses here, and that the statements that perform if this condition is true come between curly braces. Also note there's no colon after the condition in JavaScript.
Here's an example. If tired equals true, drink coffee. Else, drink water. If I'm tired, I'll go get some coffee. Otherwise, I'll drink water. So how do you think we'll use if statements to build the resume?
Looking at our header, we've got these skills, which we may or may not want to include. If we do decide to include this list, we'll first need to create it, and we'll need to create this skills at a glance heading. So how can we see if we need to create the list? I think we should use an if statement. You know what? This is going to make a good quiz.
Yeah, I think so too.
Write an if statement that checks whether or not there are any skills in the biography object. Write an if statement that checks whether or not there are any skills in the bio object. If there are skills, the if statement should evaluate to true, and then append HTML skills start to the div with ID header. Once that's done, append each skill to the element with ID equals skills by formatting them with HTML skills. You can find HTML skills in helper.js if you're interested what it looks like. When you've finished up and you can see the skills on the page, check this box.